Welcome, ladies. Thank you for being here. So, Dr. Besky, I'd like to start with you first. What is the criteria for diagnosing PCOS?
So when the patient comes to see me, the first thing I ask, do you have any period problem? If they say I haven't had period for 3 months or I always miss my period, then it may be a sign of polycystic ovaries syndrome. And then we look at the hormone levels. Normally in polycystic ovary syndrome, you have more testosterone, which is male hormone. And that is only because the people are insulin resistant and they have a lot of insulin in their body. And insulin stimulates the ovary to produce testosterone, which is cause acne and extra hair and weight problem.
Well, Zoe, you actually live with PCOS. So when and how has it affected you in your life?
I think it affected me more so when I was first diagnosed. So I found out when I was about 15 or 16 years old. I kept missing my periods. And when I went to my GP, I went for a lot of tests, a lot of ultrasounds, a lot of scans. And they said that, you know, I've got cysts on my ovaries. And I really didn't know what it meant at that time because I was so young and I didn't really know about my body. At school, you learn about things like puberty and just becoming an adult, and having that extra information was quite overwhelming. But I feel like it's something that I accepted, and I feel quite empowered that I have it, because I feel like it's not something I should be ashamed of. It's something I can really talk to people about. And it might cause problems, you know, later in life with fertility and issues with conception, but it's something that I feel proud to have because I know that the symptoms can be managed.
Wow, thank you for sharing that. And Emma, there is also currently no known cure for PCOS, but there are various ways to treat it. What lifestyle and diet changes can be made to help manage the effects of PCOS symptoms?
That's right. It's all about diet and lifestyle changes, and also weight plays an important part if you are overweight. So we know that if you can manage to lose between 5 and 15% of your body weight, the symptoms that we were talking about earlier, so testosterone levels and insulin resistance, it can really be improved.
Wow.
And in terms of the diet side, it's you know, all about having regular meals, plenty of fruit and vegetables, lots of whole grains. But when you're looking at your carbohydrates, you really need to be aiming for something that's called a low GI carbohydrate, because that means it helps your insulin resistance and your blood sugar levels, because the carbohydrate's broken down that little bit slower and your insulin or your sugars are absorbed that little bit easier. So you're looking at swapping maybe a white bread to, you know, like rye bread or granary, using brown rice, brown pasta, because they're all low GI foods.
Is this something you've considered, Zoe?
Yeah, definitely. Like, I think there's the trend of things like, you know, having a gluten-free or lactose-free lifestyle, because that's around us. If you have PCOS, it's something you can kind of adapt to as well. You can kind of take it on, because if everybody else is thinking about it and talking about it, you don't seem to be the single one that stands out. And, you know, changing your diet and lifestyle is across all different, you know, conditions and illnesses. Everyone should consider it. If you've been diagnosed with something or you think that you've got a symptom, small changes, daily changes can really make an impact on your life. And I think that's something I can take on board, and definitely other people can too.
Thank you so much, ladies, for being here. We really do appreciate it. And it is so positive to know that women aren't suffering and they are speaking out more freely about PCOS as well, and how we can treat the symptoms also. So thank you again for joining us. And if you do feel like you want to find out more information about PCOS, please do go to our website, www.whatsuptv.co.uk.